Welcome back, everybody, to the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on MLB The Show 20. As today, we are currently in the month of May, and our Pirates are playing some really good baseball, to put it lightly. We are currently 26-8 with easily the best record in all of baseball, coming off an excellent month of April, and we are killing it so far here in the month of May, and it really seems like this team is going to be making another title run this year. However, we're only still in May. You got to remember, there's still pretty much 5 months plus the postseason left, so there's a lot of time for things to go downhill, but so far, if this first month or so is any sign, this team is going to be really, really good going forward. Let's take a quick little update at the standings around the league. The Indians have the worst record in baseball after winning the World Series last year, so that's kind of wild, and obviously the team that they beat, us, we have the best record in baseball by a pretty considerable margin, which just goes to show how good we have been this year. Currently 4.5 games ahead of the Brewers, as you can see. And the Brewers are having a really good year, 21-12. That's a phenomenal start, but we still have a comfortable lead over them just because of how dominant that we have been. If the season hypothetically ended today, we'd play the winner of the Brewers and Rockies wild card game. But obviously, remember, we're in May. Things will change. So let's take a look at the numbers. And I do want to talk in depth about Pablo Cairo because he's having a very interesting season. His average is not quite what it was last year, but his power has taken a noticeably big increase. He has 9 home runs on the season after just having 17 last year. He has really figured it out power-wise and has been crushing the baseball. Josh Bell is hitting .425 throughout 34 games. That is absolutely wild. And Oneil Cruz has been the best hitter in baseball, period. He leads the majors in home runs and RBIs, and I imagine is second in average behind Josh Bell. Bell is like 50 points higher than him, which just goes to show how good Josh Bell has been. But, I mean, Oneil Cruz has just been a machine. Obviously, the starting pitching has been great. James Taillon looks like a potential Cy Young favorite. The rest of the rotation is great as well. And even the bullpen. The bullpen started the season off really poorly, but it seems like everybody in the bullpen is starting to pick it up a little bit. Mitch Keller has certainly been a pleasant surprise this year, but as we go through the numbers, Victor Arano struggled early, but he's played really well since. Raisel Iglesias obviously has not had a great year, but he is improving. Same goes for Wander Suero. His ERA is now in the 3s. Jose Alvarado, too, he's playing a lot better. The only reliever who has really struggled since the start of the season is our closer, Ken Giles, and he is not playing like a closer. He's been a major disappointment for us this season, and he continues to pitch poorly. I mean, maybe we rock with somebody else as the closer and change Giles' role. His age does seem to be catching up with him for what it's worth, so that is a little bit unfortunate to see, but he is about 33, 34. He's not getting any younger. So let's get here into Game 1 of a 4-game set at Nationals Park between the Washington Nationals. This is a rematch of the NLCS last year, which obviously was certainly a classic. The Nationals started this series up 3-0. Pittsburgh ended up winning the next 4 games en route to making the World Series, and the Nationals can say they've blown a 3-0 lead. Washington did have a really productive offseason. They signed Cody Bellinger and Josh Hader. As on the mound for them is the 39-year-old Max Scherzer. Mad Max is obviously quite old, but he still is a very good starting pitcher. Definitely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires. Here's Josh Bell in the top of the first with 2 outs, full count pitch. Hits this one high and deep into left, but not quite deep enough. It goes to the warning track, and it will be caught by Juan Soto, who's been one of the best hitters in baseball for a number of seasons now. The man who beat the Nationals in Game 7 of the NLCS is getting the start today, and that's Adonis Medina. He's having a really solid second season. Obviously, he was outstanding as a rookie. That seems to have carried over into this year. Here's Trey Turner, the leadoff batter. We got some miscommunications between Medina and the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. You cannot have miscommunications with Trey Turner on the base pass because this guy has absolute wheels. Want to see them go as Turner will steal second. Francisco Mejia has arguably the strongest arm in baseball, but even he cannot get Trey Turner out. Doesn't really matter because Cody Bellinger will ground out to short. Renato Cruz makes the play, ending the inning, and nobody will score. This game remains tied at 0. Good innings from both of the pitchers as we go to the second. 2 away here for Francisco Mejia, and this ball is hit nicely, and he will be shopping gap. Mejia has been one of the worst hitters on this Pirates team this year, and he's not even having a bad season. That just goes to show how good this Pirates lineup has been. Mejia with his 8th double of the season. We'll see if the Pirates can try to drive them in. 2-2 count here for Benny Ling, and this one will get to Trey Turner. The throw from Turner is not in time. Excellent hustle by Benny Ling to keep the inning alive. We'll see if the Pirates can capitalize. It's Miguel Andujar. 2 outs, full count pitch, and he's going to rip this one into right. Will it drop for a hit? Yes, it does. The runner, Mejia, will score. Benny Ling advances to third. That'll be an RBI single for Miguel Andujar, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are on the board. They lead it 1-0. Let's go to the third inning now. Pablo Cairo will strike out. I think Cairo, who started the season off as the leadoff hitter, is more suited for that second spot based on his power increase and his average decrease. I think he's the perfect second hitter in the lineup. There's the catcher, James Mccann, striking out. Good work here from Adonis Medina. Trey Turner now up at the plate with 2 outs. He's going to draw a walk. His second time reaching base, whereas nobody else on the Nationals has reached base once. That'll bring up Victor Robles, who gets this one into right. Josh Bell drops it. Trey Turner headed home. The throw from Franco is in time. Wander Franco, part-time ball player, full-time sniper. Score remains 1-0. Good play from Franco as we advance to the 4th inning now. Here is Dylan Carlson up at the plate. 1-2 pitch, and Carlson mashes this one deep into left center, and it will drop for an extra base hit. Carlson on the ground rule double. Benny Ling would be up soon after. He drove him in with an RBI single, but the clip did not save, so it's now 2-0 after Benny Ling's single. Just know that. Ling safe at second. Miguel Andujar safe at first. Poor defense by the second baseman, and the Pirates have an opportunity to drive in more runs. Unfortunately for them, it is Adonis Medina who is up at the plate, and Medina will not get an anomaly for a hit. Instead, he will fly out to first. Daniel Vogelbach with the play. That'll end the inning as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Medina pitching a shutout at the moment, but that will change with one swing of the bat. Cody Bellinger into straightaway center field with a solo shot, 430 feet. Only his 3rd home run of the season. He certainly has not been all that great this year in his first season as a Washington National. But nonetheless, it is now 2-1. Jonathan Scope trying to keep in on the fun as Scope places this one perfectly into the left field corner. That'll be a 2-out double. Washington has themselves another runner in scoring position as they try to extend their lead, and they've got a prime opportunity to do that. That'll bring up Daniel Vogelbach, and this one is hit high. Deep into right at the track of the wall, and it's gone. 2-run shot for Dan Vogelbach, his 2nd home run of the season. And the Washington Nationals, with one swing of the bat, will take the lead as it is now 3-2. A huge home run for Vogelbach. Could not have really come at a better time. And now the Washington Nationals, for the first time today, are winning. Let's go to the top of the 5th now. Scherzer's still in the game. 2 outs for Josh Bell, who rips a single into left field. Josh Bell continuing to mash the cover off the baseball as his batting average continues to just show how good he is. He is on a 20-game hit streak, by the way. Absolutely wild. Here is Oneil Cruz now, the 1-2 pitch. I don't think there's anybody in baseball you'd rather up in this situation right now than Oneil Cruz, and he shows you exactly why. A 2-run shot, his 16th on the young season. Oneil Cruz is the runaway favorite at the moment for the National League MVP, as the Pittsburgh Pirates will make it 4-3, just like that. Dylan Carlson now gets this one over the head of Max Scherzer for a single. Pittsburgh is not done yet. Even with that huge home run by Oneil Cruz, they are trying to get some more. Francisco Mejia now up at the plate, 1-1 pitch, and Mejia crushes this one into center field. Robles chasing after it, and it goes off the wall. A double for Mejia. And the Pittsburgh Pirates now the pair of runners in scoring position with 2 outs as they try to add to their lead. Scherzer will be taken out of the game. Tanner Rainey will enter, and he has not had that great of a season. ERA at 6.32. That is ugly. Speaking of ugly, can he get out of this ugly jam? As here is Benny Ling, who's had a very nice day today. 1-2 pitch, going to swing at the low fastball and fly out to left. Soto makes the play, so the Pirates leave a pair of runners on, but they do add 2 runs with a home run by Oneil Cruz. Here is Victor Robles. He gets caught chasing the slider. And then Juan Soto now. 2 away. Places this one nicely in the left center. However, it is going to be caught by Dylan Carlson. And this will likely end Adonis Medina's day. 5 innings. He only allowed 3 earned runs, and all of those came in the 4th inning. Outside of that 4th inning, it has been quite the day for him. Here is the pinch hitter. Cesar Hernandez up at the plate with nobody out. And it looks like that's going to be a double play, but instead, Hernandez will reach first safely and do hard at second. Bad defense by Tanner Rainey as his throw is inaccurate, and instead of 2 outs, now there's 2 runners on. It does look like after all the Nationals will get the double play they were hoping for as they turn the 4-6-3 double play. Pablo Cairo out at first, Cesar Hernandez out at second, and the score will remain 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Victor Arano will check in for the Pirates. Other than that abysmal opening day performance in which he allowed 3 runs in the 9th inning, Victor Arano has had a really good season since then. Here is Cody Bellinger. He will get this one for a hit. O'Neal Cruz hesitated to make the throw to first for some reason, and now the Nationals have a base runner. Unfortunately for them, the base runner would not stay on base for long as Chris Bryant will ground into the double play. Yeah, these guys have Chris Bryant on their team too. I forgot to mention. On to the next inning now. The former Pittsburgh Pirate, Jace Fry, will enter the ball game. Fry has been up and down this season, and I think that's an accurate representation for his career, as O'Neal Cruz will draw a walk. 2-1, nobody out here for Dylan Carlson, and he is shopping gap. Carlson going to drive in both runners with a 2-run double. The Pittsburgh Pirates will extend their lead as it is now 6-3. Huge hitting there from Dylan Carlson, who has had an excellent season himself this year. Obviously, Carlson was kind of disappointing last year, but this season, he's been great. Jace Fry will not even record an out before he is taken out of the game. Ryan Harper will enter. His ERA is in the double digits. Yikes. Here is Benny Lane with 1 away. Going to get this one into left center. Dylan Carlson will score with ease, and the Pirates will now make it 7-3 off of the RBI double by Benny Lane. Pittsburgh already has 3 runs on the board in this inning alone. They're still not done. Here's Brian Hayes. 2-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on second. Hayes swings an outside pitch, but will still get this one into the outfield for a single. Benny Lane will score pretty easily. And the Pittsburgh Pirates with 4 runs here in the 7th inning, as it is now 8-3. 2-1 now for Pablo Cairo. Here is the 1-2 pitch from Ryan Harper, trying to get out of this disaster of an inning. And this one's going to be close. Nice play by Trey Turner at short. However, Pablo Cairo is safe at first, and the bases are now juiced for Josh Bell. Pablo Cairo now in a 6-game hitting streak, by the way. And the Nationals are going to make a pitching change. Austin Voth will enter. His ERA is also not very good. This Nationals bullpen kind of sucks. However, Voth will get out of the inning as Josh Bell strikes out swinging. The Pirates score 4, but leave the bases loaded. And for what it's worth, Josh Bell did get 2 at-bats in this inning, so that's kind of cool. On to the bottom of the 7th now, Wander Suero, a former National, will enter the game. He started off slow, but has pitched a lot better as the season has gone along. His first batter of the game is James Mccann, and Mccann gets this one into right center for what looks like an extra base hit. A no-out double for the former Tiger and White Sox. His second double of the season as the Nationals trying to make this game a little bit closer. And it looks like they're going to do just that as Trey Turner will reach base for a 3rd time today. An RBI double for Turner. And Washington's going to make this game a little bit closer as it is now 8-4. Huge hit for Turner. This could be the start of a rally potentially, especially with the juice of the lineup up. 1 out now, runners on first and second for Juan Soto. He has a prime opportunity to do something big, and instead he grounds into a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the 8th now, that's Bellinger going down for the first out of the inning. Runner on first and 2 outs now for Daniel Vogelbach, and this ball is gone. Vogelbach with his 3rd home run of the season, his 2nd home run of the day, and the Nationals cut the lead in half as it is 8-6. Washington is going to keep on fighting. Bottom of the 9th now, Ken Giles is in for the save. Certainly has not had a great season as he tried to get out of this one. There's Starlin Castro for the first out of the inning. 2 away now for Victor Robles. He strikes out. 1-2-3 inning for Turner, and the Pittsburgh Pirates get the win in a close one by the final score of 8-6. The offense was really good today, especially early on. Not really as much down the stretch. The Nationals bullpen did pretty well in the final couple of innings, but towards the middle of this game, the Pittsburgh offense was really good. 8 runs and 16 hits total on the day. Oneil Cruz with the only home run. However, Benny Ling, Miguel Andujar, Dylan Carlson, and Ke'Bryan Hayes also drove in runs. Adonis Medina with the win. He was very solid. Bullpen had a little trouble, specifically Wander Suero. However, Victor Arano and Ken Giles were able to help us get the win. For the Nationals, 6 runs, 11 hits. Their offense was fine. Usually those numbers are good enough to help you win games. However, 2 errors and poor pitching will kind of not let that happen. They had 3 home runs, 1 for Bellinger, 2 for Vogelbach. Scherzer gets the loss. He was not great. Neither was the bullpen, to be fair. So we would sim about a week or 2 forward. And let's just say the honeymoon is over. The Pirates have come crashing down to earth. So we would lose our next 3 games against the Washington Nationals. Then we won 4 in a row, including sweeping the Rockies. And then after that, we took a hard turn. Currently on a 6-game losing streak, including getting swept in a 4-game series in Milwaukee against our rival Brewers, who are now half a game ahead of us for first place in the division. That hurts a lot. And speaking of hurting, we've got an injury, and it's a fairly key player. Pablo Cairo sprained a knee ligament. It's not a serious injury. He's only missing about a week or 2 of time, but you don't like to see injuries, especially to key starters. So let's go to this Tampa Bay Rays series. The Pirates just had a much-needed day off. Currently on a 6-game losing streak, they have to rebound, taking on a very good Rays team who nearly made the World Series last year. And obviously these 2 teams made a very big trade going into last season when the Pirates traded Lazaro Armenteros and Bo Bichette to Tampa Bay for Wander Franco. That's one of those rare win-win trades. Franco's been great for the Pirates. Bichette and Armenteros have been great with the Rays. And specifically Lazaro Armenteros, he would not have gotten really a chance to start in Pittsburgh. And now with the Rays, he is their leadoff hitter, and he's hitting .314. Jordan Yamamoto getting the start today for the Pirates. He's been very solid so far this season, as Lazaro Armenteros can open this game off of a base hit, showing the Pirates what they are missing by trading him away before last season. Now, obviously, Pittsburgh does not regret the trade. Here is the first baseman, Nate Lowe, now with a single into left field. Tampa Bay quickly has 2 aboard. That'll bring up another former Pirate, Austin Meadows, and this ball is gone. For a Pirates team that's currently on a 6-game losing streak, you don't really want to start by allowing 3 runs to the first 3 batters of the game. Meadows with his 11th home run of the season, showing the Pirates what they are missing by trading him away. Obviously, that trade was quite the fleece. Dinelson Lamet getting the start here for the Rays. Lamet has had to step up with both Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell leaving in free agency, and he hasn't really done that. Here is Oneil Cruz with 1 out. Hits this one high and deep into right, and Austin Meadows with a running catch at the wall. What a play. 2 gone now for Miguel Andujar in the bottom of the 2nd inning. He will drive in a run, so now it is 3-1. Dinelson Lamet has been pretty solid today, even though obviously he has not had a great season. Top of the 3rd for Meadows, and this one is gone again. Austin Meadows with his 2nd home run of the game, and it is now 4-1. Seems like Austin Meadows has Jordan Yamamoto's number, as the Rays will extend their lead, his 12th home run of the season. Josh Bell goes down looking. Nice pitch from Lamet, his 2nd strikeout of the game. We go to the 4th inning, and the Pirates are making a pitching change. Mitch Keller, who has not been all that great as of recent, will enter the game. I don't think it's necessarily because Jordan Yamamoto's been bad, but it's more so the Pirates wanting to see what Mitch Keller can do. Here is Renato Nunez. He will strike out. Bottom of the 4th inning, runner on 3rd and 1 out for Miguel Andujar, as he will drive in his 2nd run of the day, and the Pirates will now make it 4-2. This one is an RBI double for Andujar, who obviously has a lot of experience playing against the Rays, considering he has spent all of his career in the AL East with the Yankees before this season. Here is Travis Swaggerty now up at the plate, and we are tied at 4. Swaggerty with a bomb into right field, and the Pirates will tie it up. It seems like Austin Meadows' bombs earlier in the game won't mean too much as the Pirates match it. Top of the 5th now. Here is Nate Lowe. Grounds this one to first. Nice play by Benny Lane. 2 perfect innings of work from Mitch Keller. If he can continue to pitch well, then all the Pirates need to do is get a couple of runs, and they can snap their losing streak. Here is Dylan Carlson now, 2-2 count with 2 outs, and he will ground this one to short. His former teammate, Bo Bichette, will make the play, and that'll end Dinelson Lamet's day. 5 innings, he allowed 4 runs, was not all that impressive as we go to the top of the 6th inning for the catcher, Gary Sanchez, with a very Gary Sanchez-like at bat, that being a strikeout. Mitch Keller still is not allowed a base runner. The former Pirate, Bo Bichette, will fly this one out to center, and Travis Swaggerty nearly missed it, but he does make the play. Mitch Keller with 3 perfect innings. He has been very impressive today as we go to the bottom of the 6th. The long reliever, Caleb Smith, will enter for the Rays. He's a 90 overall long reliever, which goes to show how good the Rays rotation is, even with losing both Blake Snell and Glasnow. Smith's inning would not start off too great. His first batter of the day, Francisco Mejia, will rip a single into right. Good start for the Pirates. That'll bring up Benny Lane, who will now ground into a 6-4-3 double play. The Rays infield is more chemistry than a science project, and the Francisco Mejia single is pretty much all for nothing. Let's move on now to the top of the 7th. Renato Nunez leading things off. Mitch Keller still in the game as Nunez gets fooled by the inside slider. An incredible pitch by Keller, who is having himself an incredible day. Here is Kevin Kiermaier with 2 outs now. And for the first time today, the Rays have themselves a base runner off of Mitch Keller. This one will be a triple for Kiermaier. And now the Rays have themselves a runner 90 feet away from home. Can they drive them in? It looks like the answer is going to be no, as the pinch hitter will fly out to third. Miguel Andujar makes a nice play, and that'll end the day for Mitch Keller. 4 innings. He only allowed 1 hit, no earned runs. He was spectacular. Bottom of the 7th, Colin Poche will enter the game. He's had a phenomenal season so far for Tampa Bay. As here is Brian Hayes with nobody out and 1 on, going to hit a single into right field. The runner will advance safely to third. That's Swaggerty. Now there's runners on the corners and nobody else for the former Tampa Bay Ray, Wander Franco. Franco, he almost grounds into a double play. However, he is safe at first because Nate Lowe hesitated. He was going to throw it home, but then changed his mind at the last minute, and because of that, not only is the double play unsuccessful, but the run scores. Let's go to the top of the 8th now. 5-4 is your score. Is Caleb Ferguson will enter. His first batter is Lazaro Armenteros as this one goes into right, and Josh Bell makes another bad defensive play. I mean, as good as Josh Bell's been at the plate, he certainly is adjusting to playing at right field, and this new look outfield is certainly having their growing pains. Doesn't really matter as the Rays will ground into a double play. Good work by the Pirates infield. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th. Jalen Beeks will enter here for Tampa Bay. Francisco Mejia with a runner on and no out. Is going to hit a single into center. So Dylan Carlson is now at second. Mejia at first with nobody out. And the Pirates have an opportunity to extend their lead. Here is Benny Lane now going to ground into another double play. Carlson is at third safely. But, I mean, Benny Lane's not had a great day today. Here's Miguel Andujar now, 1-2 count. What a play. Jalen Beeks likely saves a run, and the score will remain 5-4. An excellent defensive play by Beeks. Now we go to the 9th. Ken Giles, who is still struggling, is in for the save. 1 out here for Bo Bichette, his former teammate. Bichette will go down on the 2-seam fastball. Now this game is down to Renato Nunez. 1-1 pitch, he lines it to third, and Duhar makes the play, and the losing streak is over. The Pirates win it by the final score of 5-4 in a very exciting game of baseball. Mitch Keller with 4 shutout innings in the middle of this game, helping the Pirates win it. For the Rays, they hit well early. 2 home runs for Austin Meadows early in this game, but ever since the second home run, the Rays just forgot how to hit. Mitch Keller was great. The Pirates' bullpen was great. Dinelson Lamet was not great. However, the loss will go to Colin Poche, his first of the year. The Rays' bullpen was fine, but unfortunately for them, it was not enough. For the Pirates, 10 hits, 5 runs. They were solid. Both teams had an error, by the way, for what it's worth. Travis Swaggerty had the lone home run. He drove in a pair of runners along with Miguel Andujar and Wander Franco. The win obviously goes to Mitch Keller. He was great. Caleb Ferguson and Ken Giles as well shut the door. And the Pirates end their losing streak, getting a much-needed win, moving us up to 32-17. So obviously the team did not play how we would hope in today's episode, as we did some more simming, and it seems like the team is back on track. We won 2 of 3 against Tampa Bay and 2 of 3 against Cincinnati. That's not too shabby. So that gives us a record of 35-19, nearing the end of May. We are tied with the Brewers for first place in the division, and it looks like the NL Central is going to be a dogfight once again. Hope everybody enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.